First time I've done this in a while. I hope you're all doing really well, and I'm sorry for the lack of videos and I suppose content in general on Twitter and stuff like that and on YouTube. But obviously, I mean, you know, if you're a patron, there's content all the time. So, you know, that's where I've kind of moved a lot of stuff, you know, obviously. So yeah, what's the purpose of this video? I just thought I'd do like an update video, do you know what I mean? And just a bit of a catch-up video with you all, really, because it has been a long time and there's been a lot going on, and I don't know, man, like a lot's kind of changed, you know what I mean, in a really good way. But yeah, a lot's changed, and that's kind of the reason for not as much like content on Twitter and stuff, do you know what I mean? And these videos, but I mean, to be honest, you know, anyone who does or sort of is following me on YouTube, predominantly, I mean, a lot of the stuff that I'm doing, I mean, a lot of the talky stuff especially, I'm doing on the podcasts, do you know what I mean? And I know there are people out there who maybe are interested in listening to the podcast but don't know what podcasts are all about and stuff, but you know, well, I were exactly the same, and I think a lot of people who listen to my podcast, it's kind of the first podcast that they've listened to. So yeah, what I'm basically saying is that's kind of where a lot of the content is, obviously, on the podcasts, and obviously the majority of content's on Patreon. That's where I'm doing the live streams every week, which really enjoying. Absolutely love it. I love chatting with the community, do you know what I mean, and everyone interacting together. So not only like the live stream, because on the live streams I'm sort of playing a lot of guitar, and writing stuff as well. I kind of write stuff on the live streams, you know, start ideas, even develop ideas. So yeah, where was I going with that? I've seen nothing changes. Oh yeah, so as well as that, we're doing like Zoom hangouts now as well, which, you know, at first I thought, oh, how's this going to go? Do you know what I mean? Just getting everyone in a room, but it's absolutely brilliant. We have a right laugh. It's everyone's so at ease, do you know what I mean? Because the majority of my patrons anyway, they're all on a WhatsApp group, so they're all talking all the time. So when we all get on a Zoom, do you know what I mean? Everyone sort of knows each other. So yeah, we have a lot of fun on the Zooms. So yeah, what's going on then? I can't remember I can't really remember where I left all this. Certainly on this platform anyway, on YouTube, with saying what's going on and stuff, but well, as I'm sure you know, I'm doing two records, making 2 albums. Obviously a fully song-based album with me singing and everything, and then an instrumental album, which I've, you know, been talking about quite a lot. And I've spoke about, obviously, and referenced on Twitter and stuff, so I'm pretty sure you all know about that anyway. But yeah, so that is where I've gone, basically. That's what I'm doing. It's been my main focus for quite a long time now, quite a few months, and it's nearly finished, which, honestly, like, it's a dream come true for me, is this, honestly. I mean, being involved in music at any level, really, again, is a dream come true. Do you know what I mean? I've made no secret about, you know, sort of, well, my relationship with music and everything, and where it's been and where I've been and where my head's been and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's interesting thinking back to the early videos that I put on YouTube, do you know what I mean? And kind of looking back at myself, and I don't know, just thinking how much has changed really, not just with the wider world, which has obviously changed a massive amount even since I put my first YouTube videos out, but sort of how much I've changed really, I think. And the main reason being probably how I view myself, if you know what I mean. And I don't know, I'm just got so much more confidence and stuff, I don't know, obviously. So yeah, as a result of that, I'm kind of, you know, my head is deep in making this record, and 5 tracks done, like recorded, everything mixed. Do you know what I mean? 5 tracks are finished, so it's not going to be long now before the whole thing's finished. You know, it's difficult really because I don't know. I don't want to say too much about it all. Do you know what I mean? Because I want to, you know, we want to sort of unveil it at the right time in the right way. Because it's like a, you know, it's like a really, I don't know how to describe it really. It's a really exciting project that I've got going on with a couple of people as well that are involved. It's just really, it's so like fulfilling. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's such a fun process. That is the main thing. That's the big difference here. Is it's just so much fun, and it's so easy. I'm not being funny. It's just so easy. Like making music, in my experience, other than really early on, I don't know. I always felt like a fight. Do you know what I mean? To a degree, it always felt like a bit of a fight, and that's why, like, getting something brilliant back then was just amazing, because it really did feel like a battle to create. You know what I mean, on a big scale. Whereas now, I mean, you know, I guess a lot to do with it is the fact that it's my. Do you know what I mean? It's effectively, I've got creative freedom, I guess, I don't know, but I mean, I even sort of doing my own stuff, I never found it this easy in terms of, you know, writing my guitar parts or making cool sounds or, you know, building up a song. Whereas now, it's just really, really easy. So I'm knocking stuff over. Really easy, it's so much fun, and I think that really comes across in the tunes as well. You know, it's just pure emotion, is this record, in a really, really good way. Proper positive vibes. You know, massive, fucking massive. Yeah, and I can't wait to be able to talk about it properly. And I think that's why I haven't been making many videos and sort of stream of consciousness, do you know what I mean, like I'm doing now, because I don't want to, you know, unveil anything too early, really. But, you know, I'm not doing that by sort of talking about the record. But yeah, I mean, you know, like because Dream Twister's the first one that we finished. And, you know, getting that back, listening to that after we'd finished it, sitting down and thinking, right, absolutely like one of the best moments of my life, that, seriously. And maybe people think, well, that's saying a lot. I mean, well, yeah, I suppose it is saying a lot, really. But yeah, to hear, excuse me, to hear one of my ideas sort of finished, like, and just sounding like that, just absolutely fucking mind blowing. Yeah, big moment for me, that. Big moment, and I put the tweet out saying how amazing it is. Do you know what I mean? And you know, the amazing thing is, obviously James Chapman Maps is producing the record, and co-writing as well on some stuff. So it's the way we're working together. It's just fucking amazing. It's just like we're on the same wavelength. Do you know what I mean? And it just makes for seamless fun and creativity. Do you know what I mean? There's no stress. There's no right. This has got to be this. This has got to be that. It's just all coming from. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all coming from the heart, and it just makes it easier that way. And James, you know, has got a natural enthusiasm for what I'm doing, and I think sonically we come from a similar. I mean, the guy's a genius. You know what I mean? The guy's a sonic genius. So what he's doing with my stuff and how he's bringing it out, it's just, like I say, it's a life-affirming sort of moment for me, really. Especially, as I say, from where I was, you know, just purely gardening and looking to the future, thinking, well, you know, I start my own gardening business and that stuff, which, don't get me wrong, absolutely nothing wrong with that. I've been doing it for 7 years, do you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that, and I'd hate for anyone to take anything negative when I say stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Because it could have appeared sort of disrespectful to gardeners, but you know, like I say, I've been in trade for 7 years. The last thing I am is fucking disrespectful to trades, if you want to, you know, put them in that bracket, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, you know, it gave me a renewed perspective on life, did all that. And I suppose that's what makes this all the sweeter now. Really, I suppose. And you know, I'm still doing my 2 days a week with Dave. He wants me to do more, but he understands. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm on a mission here. I am on a fucking mission here. Seriously. So, you know, I literally have no other purpose other than getting this record over the line, which is, as I say, it's just one of the most joyous experiences of my life. Yeah, getting this record over the line and finishing writing the next record. You know, I've got titles sorted. Do you know what I mean? I know the titles of both records. Artwork, but I'm not saying, you know, it's just so fucking exciting, man. You know what I mean? I'm having to do well to not keep grounded. Still grounded, I'll always be grounded, but just stop myself from getting so fucking excited, you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, you know, not in any sort of, oh my god, I might get some sort of massive success. I don't give a fucking shit. I don't give a fucking shit about massive success. All I care about is making art and making stuff that makes my heart go, oh fuck yeah, that's what it means to be alive. That's all I give a shit about. You know, you live long enough, you realise that you don't fucking need millions of pounds and a massive house and all that shit. Don't bring fuck all that, apart from a need for more fucking shit. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It's just, no one needs it. Especially in this day and age, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one needs it. That's not what this is about. You know, this is about me taking all the emotions and frustrations of the past 10 years, or even more than that, my entire fucking life. My entire fucking life. It's about taking all that frustration and putting it into music and songs, do you know what I mean? That's what life's about for me now. And that's what, you know, that's what both these records are going to be. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be quite clear the place that they're coming from. And my patrons, you know what I mean? My patrons have had 5 songs now. Oh, they had 5 or 6? 5, I think. And you know, the reactions to those have just been amazing. Where am I going with this? I'm going proper drifting here, right? It don't matter though. It don't matter. Like I say, the point is I'm doing what I love. And, you know, through the support of my patrons, do you know what I mean? Like people who believe in me. You know, it just makes that possible, do you know what I mean? Because, you know, as I say, we don't need a lot to survive in this world or be happy, do you know what I mean? But like, you know, what my patrons are allowing me to do is actually do this without worrying about, oh my god, I've got to go out and earn enough. Do you know what I mean? I appreciate that on a level that I can't really describe, and it still blows my mind. You know, I'd never started it either without Pete. It was Pete that were like, open a Patreon, do it. And I'm like, no one, you know, that feels cheeky, no one's going to want to do that, but... and a special shout out to Dana Miller. Little Miss Glitter. Honestly, thank you so much, Dana. Yeah, it's just touching, as you can imagine. It's just really fucking touching. And you know, don't get me wrong. I'm aware that I kind of live in my own little world and my own little bubble. Not egotistically, but maybe egocentrically. Do you know what I mean? But can't make any excuses for what I am. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know, there's just something that feels incongruous and wrong about making a video talking about how happy and thrilled I am with the direction of my life, when obviously there's a lot of people going through a lot of shit. Do you know what I mean? So there's something that just doesn't sit right with me about that, and that's just why I make the point about, you know, I exist in my own little world, and I always have done. And it's just such a joy to have so many other people in it now, and that's why I love going on these Patreon Zooms with all my mates now, which is effectively what they are, and you know, they all get on with each other. It's just brilliant. Sorry, my mind's drifting a bit there. Just making sure this is recording. So yeah, basically the instrumental album is nearly finished. I've got to write one more song. The rest of them are written, and we're working through them. Do you know what I mean? I've just got to write one more song, and still deciding on a few things about, I am going to be having vocals on some of the tracks. Do you know what I mean? Like guest vocals, really cool sort of guest vocals. And I did put that out on Twitter and Facebook and other stuff, and I had a lot of responses to that, and I can only thank everyone for their enthusiasm in wanting to be involved. Do you know what I mean? I'm not being funny. I've literally been swamped with people wanting to be involved and stuff like that, which is great, and it's really humbling again to effectively see that so many people are interested. But yeah, I think I've kind of got that one I've got that one nailed at the moment. I'm speaking to a few people, really exciting people as well. So that'd be really cool if like one or two, maybe three of the tracks had vocals on, like I say. So that's where I'm, you know, it would just make it would just put like a cherry on top of the album, do you know what I mean? To have a couple of really special tracks. I mean, they're all special, don't get me wrong. They're all fucking special, but you know, like a really transcending, ethereal, epic vocal on a couple of them just could. So yeah. What else can I say? As I say, I know it's been a long time since I've done all like this. I mean, in terms of the music, what's going on with the music? I mean, not a lot right now, obviously. You know, the gig is June, so we'll start thinking about rehearsals again soon. But yeah, other than that, obviously my focus is on making this record, man. That's where my that's where my focus and my priorities lie at the moment, obviously, because you know, this is the world I can control. You know, it's my world. It's my fucking world, and I enjoy thriving in it. Absolutely enjoy thriving in it. Blah, blah, blah. What else can I say about anything? Oh yeah, so I mean, you know, I'll keep you updated on the music side of things, and I'll be taking this camera to next rehearsals, you know, filming a few things, all that sort of stuff. There was something else, wasn't there? Oh, it just occurred to me. Oh, podcast, yeah. Loving the podcast. Sorry, my mouth's gone really dry. Absolutely loving the podcast still. We didn't do one this week. We had a bit of a scheduling clash, and guest had to cancel. And me and Pete were going to do one, but we decided to do a Patreon Zoom instead, and that were a lot of fun. But yeah, you know what have we done? 34 podcasts. Sorry, I'm aware I'm saying a lot. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos. So yeah, got more podcast guests lined up and stuff like that. That's going fine. Just like I said, I had a little break last week, but back on that. But yeah, man, I mean, if there's anyone who watches my YouTube videos who's not got on the podcast, get on it, man. Do you know what I mean? It's everywhere. It's on all podcasty things, or iTunes, or Spotify, or all that shit I don't understand. It's apparently all over them. I've never been to look. But yeah, great response to the podcast. Loved the response to Deg's episode. I love Deg's episode. You know, all kinds of amazing episodes we've done. Oh, it's always going to be amazing to have your best mate on, though, isn't it? Right, alright. I'll leave it about there, I think. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Making 2 records, making one, writing another with a video and that, I'm going to start making that after we finish this one. I'll update you obviously as and when we've got. I'm allowed to release details about it. You know, title, artwork, everything, all that stuff. But you know, I've got 8 songs for the second record as well. So yeah, it's all go, man. Oh, and I've got a really exciting meeting today actually. Interestingly enough, lots of exciting meetings happening with different people. Just ace, man. It's just like back in day. So yeah, on that note, I'm gonna try and get inside my freezer because it looks really hot out there, and as everyone knows, I don't do heat. So is there what else I can add to this? How long is it? 20 minutes? Excuse me. Don't think so. I think I'll leave it there. But yeah, thank you to all my patrons. Again, Dana, you're an absolute star. All my patrons are. But yeah, just a little special shout out to Dana there. And I should shout out all the other new patrons that have joined. There's been quite a few, to be fair. But yeah. Alright. I've tried to end this about 4 times and then said something else vague. So, and I need a drink. So yeah, I'll update you as and when, and you know, once everything's a little bit more out in the open and stuff, I'll start doing more on Twitter and that. I'm just really busy, do you know what I mean? I'm really busy, and whereas before I wasn't busy at all, I had nothing to do really, other than that bloody house that I had to do up. You know, I just was making videos all the time, whereas now I'm making music all the time and writing. So yeah, there we go. I'll update you again soon, and as I say, get on podcasts if you want sort of a bit more up-to-date info on what's going on, because I do sort of talk about stuff on there. But yeah, nice one, thanks for watching, and I'll see all patrons on live stream tonight. I went well, Yorkshire didn't it? But yeah, alright, nice one, thank you for watching, bye.